Okay, hi, Jonathan Hedvat here with Bert Hochfeld, former hedge fund advisor. Bert is promoting a website with myself, and a lot of people want to know. You looked up Bert online, and there was some jail time. And why would we trust this website? And what's going on? Why do you, if you had 50% returns, 45% returns per year, and one of the best hedge funds? Can you tell us about this experience, how you ended up in prison, what you learned, and, your new direction?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not something about which I'm proud or happy, but yes, it's something that I think that potential subscribers should know about. I ran a hedge fund. It was a small hedge fund, about $20 million at its peak. It had a pretty good track record. In fact, for several years it was the #1 ranked tech hedge fund by Hedge Fund Research. But I was greedy. I felt I needed to have material possessions. My desire for material possessions outweighed my judgment and outweighed my morals, and I wound up taking money from the hedge fund to which I was not entitled, amount of about 20%, I suppose, of the capital, 25% of the capital of the people who had invested.
What did you buy with this money that you took from the fund?
I bought antique furniture and porcelain mainly. I would say pretty much that was the area in which I spent the money that I took. I sort of had a need to prove to myself that I was some kind of an English gentleman, and that I was able to lead a certain kind of life. It was horrible error in judgment, but more than that, it was an error in I blasted through my moral code. I wasn't raised to be a thief. I don't believe that there is any justification for what I did. I pled guilty. I served a sentence. No, it was not pleasant. I gave back everything that I had available and got wiped out because of that. And now I'm trying to build back up. It's not easy at my time of life, and I understand that some people might not trust me for one reason or the other, although I will say, with regards to subscribing to our service, I was never accused of providing people with information that would lead them astray. I was just accused of taking money that didn't belong to me from the hedge fund. It was very bad. It was very humiliating. It was very humbling. My priorities were totally wrong. I don't have to prove to people that I'm an English gentleman. I'm not an English gentleman. I do what I do the best I'm able to do it, and hopefully I do it well enough that it provides a service, and provides a service that will make the subscribers a differentiated rate of return most of the time. More than that, I mean, I allocated, which is not the most comfortable thing to do in a criminal trial. Everything I said then, I would say again. I did bad, I did wrong. And it doesn't really matter why or what went through my mind. I violated people's trust. I did it once. Will I do it again? I don't think so. And certainly subscribing to our service does not put me in a position to do so. And in fact, the only way this works is if the listeners and the subscribers can make money. We're not asking anybody to provide me access to their bank account or funds or anything like that. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that now, and I don't think I ever will do that again.
Thanks, Bert. And even if you're not an English gentleman, you're a man from New England, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I met Bert. I've been following Bert's picks online. He is ranked sometimes between the number 8 to number 12 position between Wall Street analysts and financial researchers online, up to about 20,000 people. He's probably in the top, usually in the top 10, 15 out of 20,000 people. Bert's very humble, at least in the public. He didn't even know about his ranking. A few people had to remind him that he is really highly rated, and he has an oracle of wisdom. He's lived in many cities. Bert works for tech companies, and he has a lot of knowledge about the sales process that tech companies go to, and he has an innate sense to understand if a company's value proposition or what they say to customers is going to make them buy. And he is in a unique position. He has been running sales for tech companies. He's been a Wall Street analyst, has run a hedge fund, and has a lot of years of experience. Not many people have all those three, or any of those four, I guess, I mentioned. And this online school is here to teach you how to think and get the returns like a best hedge fund would, and you don't have to give 20% of your profits to the site, or 2% of your capital. This is a monthly fee website, and if you want an advisory service, personal advisory service, we will offer that. But as a basic subscriber, you'll get to learn how the hedge funds works, and you'll be updated with picks probably every day or every other day with updates on these game-changing tech stocks and interesting companies that are changing the future, which Bert really likes to follow. So anyways, I hope you all have a great day.
Thanks, John.
Welcome.